In the vast expanse of space, there are countless mysteries waiting to be uncovered, but none are quite as terrifying as the one waiting on the distant planet of Zarbia. Directed by Roger Corman, Forbidden World is a 1982 sci-fi horror film about a team of scientists who must confront a deadly creature that threatens to destroy them all. The movie starts with a bang as we see a spaceship hurtling through space, carrying a genetically engineered organism that has gone rogue. The creature is a product of a top-secret experiment, and it's been causing havoc on the ship, killing crew members left and right. The only hope is to land on the nearest planet Zarbia and hope that the scientists stationed there can help contain the creature. Enter our hero, Mike Kobe, a tough-as-nails space marshal who's been sent to Zarbia to investigate the situation. He's joined by a team of scientists, including the brilliant Dr. Barbara Glaser, who's been working on a project to create a new food source for the galaxy. But when they arrive on the planet, they quickly realize that they are in way over their heads. The creature, which they've dubbed Subject 20, is unlike anything they've ever seen before. It's a massive, tentacled beast that can regenerate its limbs and has a ferocious appetite for flesh. As the team tries to contain the creature, they begin to realize that it's not the only danger on the planet. There are other mutated creatures lurking in the shadows, and they are just as deadly. What makes the plot of Forbidden World so good is the way it combines different elements of sci-fi and horror to create a unique and intriguing premise. The film's premise is centered around a genetically engineered creature that has gone rogue and is causing havoc on a spaceship. This concept is fascinating because it raises questions about the ethics of genetic engineering and the potential dangers of creating new life forms. The fact that the creature is then taken to a distant planet where a team of scientists must confront it adds an extra layer of tension and excitement to the story. The plot is also well paced, with fast-paced action and tense moments that keep the viewer engaged. The film's use of jump scares and gore effects adds to the horror elements of the story, while moments of humor and camaraderie help to break up the tension and make the characters more relatable. The pacing of the film is excellent, with the action building to a thrilling climax that keeps the viewer on the edge of their seat. The characters in Forbidden World are likable and rounded because they are well developed and have distinct personalities. Mike Kobe, the space marshal, is a classic action hero who's tough, resourceful, and always ready for a fight. Dr. Barbara Glaser, on the other hand, is a brilliant scientist who's determined to find a solution to the problem at hand. The rest of the crew is made up of a diverse group of characters, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. This makes for an interesting dynamic and adds depth to the story. The characters are also likable because they are relatable. They are not perfect and they make mistakes, which makes them more human. For example, when the team first arrives on the planet, they are overconfident and underestimate the danger they are facing. This leads to some tense moments and mistakes that they must overcome. The characters' flaws and vulnerabilities make them more relatable and add to the tension of the story. The characters are also well-rounded because they have their own personal motivations and conflicts. For example, Dr. Glaser is conflicted about the ethics of the experiment that created the creature, while Mike Kobe is haunted by his past and has a personal stake in the mission. These personal conflicts add depth to the characters and make them more interesting to watch. The main theme of the film explores humanity's relationship with nature. The genetically engineered creature is a product of humanity's attempt to manipulate and control nature, and the consequences of this manipulation are disastrous. The film suggests that humanity's attempts to control nature can have unintended consequences and that we must respect the natural order of things. The special effects in Forbidden World are impressive, especially considering the film's modest budget. The creature design is particularly noteworthy, with the creature being a terrifying and unique creation that is both grotesque and fascinating to look at. The creature's movements and behavior are also well executed, adding to the horror and tension of the film. The film's use of lighting and cinematography also adds to the overall atmosphere of the film. The use of shadows and darkness creates a sense of claustrophobia and tension, while the use of bright colors and neon lights adds to the film's sci-fi aesthetic. The music in Forbidden World is an essential aspect of the film's overall atmosphere and tone. The film's score, composed by Susan Justin, is a mix of electronic and orchestral music that adds to the film's sci-fi and horror elements. The score is notable for its use of synthesizers and electronic instruments, which create a futuristic and otherworldly sound that is fitting for the film's sci-fi setting. One example of the film's effective use of music is in the opening credits. The film's opening credits feature a haunting and atmospheric electronic score that sets the tone for the rest of the film. The score is eerie and unsettling, creating a sense of tension and unease that is present throughout the film. The use of electronic music in this scene also adds to the film's sci-fi aesthetic, creating a sense of otherworldliness that is fitting for the film's setting. Another example is in the action scenes. The film's action scenes are accompanied by a more upbeat and energetic score that adds to the excitement and intensity of the scenes. The use of electronic music in these scenes also adds to the film's sci-fi aesthetic, creating a sense of futuristic technology and advanced weaponry. The film's use of diegetic music is also notable, as it adds to the realism of the film and helps to immerse the viewer in the world of the film. Now, of course, the film is by no means perfect. The film's dialogue can be cheesy and over the top at times, with some lines feeling like they were lifted straight from a B-movie.
Doctor, I wouldn't know a gene from a jelly bean.
It's a genetic wildcat. It's totally unpredictable.
Oh my God, it's Al!
I should also mention the acting is also a bit wooden, with some characters feeling like caricatures rather than fully fleshed out individuals. Additionally, the film's pacing can be a bit slow at times, with some scenes feeling like they drag on for way longer than they need to be. But let's be honest, these flaws are part of what makes the film so enjoyable. The cheesy dialogue and wooden acting add to the film's charm, and the slow pacing gives the viewer time to appreciate the film's practical effects and overall atmosphere. The film's use of humor also adds an extra layer of depth and relatability to the story. So all in all, Forbidden World is a fun and entertaining sci-fi horror movie that successfully combines different elements of the genre to create a unique and intriguing premise. The film's themes of genetic engineering, scientific experimentation, and playing God are explored in a thought-provoking and engaging way, while the film's use of practical effects and lighting adds to the overall atmosphere of the film. The film's score, composed by Susan Justin, is also a significant aspect of the film that enhances the overall viewing experience. While the film's dialogue can be cheesy and the acting a bit wooden, these flaws add to the film's charm and make it an enjoyable and entertaining movie. So yes, I would highly recommend you check out Roger Corman's Forbidden World. It is a fascinating sci-fi horror movie that fans of science fiction and horror can definitely appreciate. But nevertheless, thank you for watching this review of Forbidden World. If you have any thoughts or opinions on this film, please feel free to share them in the comments section below. And also be sure to share this video and subscribe to the channel for more movie breakdown reviews. Anyways, this has been PC signing off, and I'll see you in the next review.